Hey guys, Zeko here, and this is my first ever battle, competitive battle. And this was meant out to be a test battle to test out my team, but it was a pretty good battle, and I decided to put it on YouTube because this guy was pretty good. I met him on Narrated, which is white. I didn't expect him to be good, and his name on YouTube is TheScrafty. He was known as Tony on Narrated, and basically this battle has taught me a lot more than I expected, and I know a lot more than I would expect to know of Wi-Fi battling, and I actually have a few improvements to add to the team. So I start off with Swampert, and predicting the taunt, I switch into my Slytherin, which is a special sweeper, and as a guess, he goes for the taunt. He goes for the light screen, which basically screws up the whole game for me, because I can't knock it out right now with Dark Pulse, and then it's going to set up Stealth Rocks, and yeah. So I'm going to go for another Dark Pulse, not knocking it out this time, and he is going to go into, I believe, Gyarados. Yeah, Gyarados. And, yeah. So then I go for the Dragon Pulse, getting him to about that much damage. He goes for Dragon Dance, becoming a problem. And I try to take it out as quickly as possible because I knew that this Pokemon would be like the major killer Pokemon in the battle. It was actually one of them. So yeah. And I'm gonna go for another Dragon Pulse, leaving it like on red HP, leaving myself with 3 HP Life Orb, and that was kind of cool. And then he goes for Waterfall and knocks me out. And he got into my Puncher, and he goes for a taunt, protecting the Spore. This is actually a Spore Puncher, except with a twist that you guys will see when I actually get to sweep with it, because it is pretty cool. And I don't know if anybody's ever done this rhythm set, but I invented it. It may have already existed, but I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. So I go for a Stone Edge and finally knock out that Gyarados, which basically knocks out a Pokemon, and almost 2 Pokemon for my team. It goes for Extreme Speed as Lucario and knocks my Brillium out. And basically, I just wanted to, what do you call it? I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, he predicts my Earthquake and switches into a Salamence, and starts Dragon Dancing, and eventually I go for a Stealth Rock, and I use Protect to see what he's going to do, and actually he was going for the Earthquake, so that was pretty cool. Then he goes for the Earthquake again, and I don't know why I said that was cool. I guess I meant that was cool because I predicted it. And then he goes for Close Combat with his Lucario and knocks out my Swampert, and lowers his defenses, obviously. And I go into my, I think, Lucario? Oh, my Volcarona. Rocks get me down to halfway. He uses Extreme Speed, gets me about to 1/4. Oh, no, I forgot. It's a critical hit and knocks me out, so that was a wasted turn. Or 2 turns. I go into my Lucario. Rocks destroying my Focus Sash. He goes into his Salamence, intimidates me. I go for Aura Sphere. And it doesn't do much. And by this point, I already knew that the game was over. So, I'm just doing random stuff. Finally, it gets me down to my last Pokemon, which is like, that's my wild Pokemon. I was going to Toxic it, and at this point, I thought I actually had the game in the bag because he missed a Fire Blast. But no, the Zombie ruined it. And he got in the Fire Blast and knocked me out. And a good game, TheScrafty or Tony or whatever you want me to call you. That was a good battle. Thank you for having me.